And once again, I've already installed these, but should still help people. I'll give a quick rundown on how to install them. And the forum actually has a write-up on how to do them, but the pictures have since disappeared. So along with this video and that write-up on the forum, which I may link in the description, you should be able to figure it out. So to start off, you want to do one axle at a time. So basically you want to do the front first or then the rear. And the biggest, most important tip is both sides need to be jacked up off the ground so there's not an uneven load, because the sway bar will place the load on the opposite wheel. So right now all the load is on the right side of the car. I just have this jacked up on one side for demonstration purposes. First thing you want to do is get inside here, and your strut, your factory one's going to look similar, but I can't remember what size they are, but you need to break this bolt loose while holding this one with either an adjustable wrench or a wrench of the appropriate size. I believe they're 22s. So you knock those two out. Then there's a 10mm right back there holding the ABS cable in, and a similar one on the other side holding the brake cable on the bracket. The trickiest part with this, if you live up north or anywhere that's salty, is getting this end link off. Now I had an electric impact and I hit it with the impact, it came right off, but helped a buddy do his, and they just spin. So it could be tricky. You need to get an Allen key. I don't know the size. I think it was like I can't remember. You stick it in there, put a wrench over that, and hold the Allen key with one hand while with the other hand you're spinning the wrench to loosen this nut. That comes off, and then that just leaves your 3 bolts on the strut tower bar. And then yeah, so make sure you have someone to hold it or it'll just fall out. I normally just loosen 2, leave one in there, and then slowly loosen that last one and let this one come out. So pretty simple. If you've done a couple of these, it's cake. Pop the old strut out, put this one in there, the coilover, and then it's just reverse installation. So to reverse install it, I normally do the top hat first, put one nut in there, and then 2, 3, wait to tighten that until the car's on the ground. Come back here. I normally put these on second, that, you know, that bolts to the hub. Then you can do your one bracket, second bracket, and then again the whole trick with holding the Allen key in there and tightening the nut so that's tight. And that is that for the front. Now for the rear, you get in here, and this is kind of a pain. So you reach down. Well, first of all, you have to remove all this crap. So remove all of that, and then you just reach down in here and pull up. I'm not going to take it all the way apart, but this whole panel right here, you can see the line right there, will pop out. And then you have various screws around. So I believe you have to unscrew these. So you have to take the sub out, which is these 2 bolts. And you'll find various screws. Like there's one here, there's one there, there's one there. Also this, you need to pop this light compartment out, and behind the light bulb there is a another screw, so that assembly comes out. I normally fold these seats down. There's another bolt right there, and what you do is you remove this middle panel and then get that sub out of the way. You can take it all the way out. I left it in there, just moved it out of the way because I didn't drive around with it taken apart. Then this whole panel, once I think there's like 8 screws, 6 to 8 screws, you can just pull the whole thing out. But don't forget the cargo nets, because that's the little latch for the cargo net. That's one of the things that holds it on. And then same thing with this other side, pull that out. And when you pull those out, it's almost identical to the front of the car, in which there's going to be 3 top hat bolts. There'll be 2 on one side and then 1 on the other side. And what I mean by the sides this out of the way. There's this brace right here. I'll walk around to the other side. There's that brace there, so there'll be one bolt here and there should be two bolts right there. So you break those loose and